Man, I'm built different, period. I'm just built different, man. And I've always had an eye, discipline, and a work ethic that I've had at a young age that I just apply it there.
Have you ever wondered what a dinner party would look like in the 22nd century? Forget what you see in sci-fi movies with those little nutrient pills. The future of food is going to be far more fascinating and honestly a little strange. Let's just take a journey 100 years from now and explore a world where the things we take for granted, like a fresh apple or a simple potato, are the height of luxury. Welcome to the year 2124. The average person's diet is a marvel of science and efficiency. Most meals are 3D printed, personalized to your exact nutritional needs, allergies, and even your mood. Want a steak that tastes like a 5-star restaurant but has the nutritional profile of steamed broccoli? No problem. The printer synthesizes it from cultivated cell cultures and algae-based proteins, layering flavors and textures with incredible precision. Your morning coffee self-heats, and your lunchtime pasta is formulated to give you that perfect afternoon energy boost without the crash. It's convenient, it's sustainable, and it has eliminated most food-related health issues. But this efficiency has come at a cost. Traditional farming as we know it is nearly extinct. Climate shifts, soil degradation, and land scarcity in the 21st century made large-scale agriculture unsustainable. Now, most natural ingredients are grown in highly controlled vertical farms or bioreactors. A single soil-grown tomato is a rare sight, an artifact from a bygone era. This has created a fascinating new social divide, not based on money, but on access to heritage foods. Imagine this. You're invited to a high society event. The centerpiece of the evening isn't a fancy car or a designer outfit. It's a heritage platter. On it sits a misshapen, dirt-dusted carrot, a bunch of grapes with seeds still inside, and a slice of bread made from stone-ground, soil-grown wheat. Guests whisper in awe. They take tiny bites, savoring the imperfect textures and the unpredictable flavors. Owning a small plot of fertile land or heirloom seed bank is the ultimate status symbol, more valuable than any cryptocurrency. This has given rise to a new type of connoisseur, the food historian. They study ancient texts, our 21st century cookbooks, and food blogs to recreate authentic flavors. They might spend months trying to replicate the exact taste of a wild-caught salmon, something no one has genuinely experienced in decades. These historians host exclusive, wildly expensive dining experiences where patrons can taste a real strawberry, not the perfectly uniform, lab-grown version. The experience is less about eating and more about connecting with a lost piece of human history. For the average person, the concept of cooking is completely alien. Why would you spend hours chopping, mixing, and heating things when you can just download a recipe file and have it printed in minutes? Kitchens in most homes are tiny, often just a countertop with a food printer and a hydration nozzle. The idea of a messy, chaotic kitchen filled with pots and pans is something people only see in historical dramas. Grandparents might tell stories about how they used to peel a potato with a sharp tool, and the grandkids would listen with a mix of fascination and disbelief, like we would listen to stories about hunting mammoths. But humanity always finds a way. A counter movement is brewing. Young rebels, tired of the sterile perfection of printed food, are creating speakeasy kitchens. In hidden basements and secret apartments, they experiment with hydroponics and small-scale cultivation, trying to grow their own herbs and vegetables. They trade seeds on encrypted networks and share illegal recipes for things like homemade jam or fermented pickles. For them, the act of preparing food with their own hands, with all its mess and imperfection, is a radical act of self-expression, a way to reclaim a piece of their heritage. They aren't just making food. They're rediscovering what it means to be human. Words like fresh and natural have taken on an almost mythical quality. Advertising for a luxury food product might boast that it contains 3% soil-grown molecules. A food critic wouldn't describe a dish as delicious. They might describe it as authentically inconsistent or possessing terrestrial notes. The highest compliment you could give a meal is that it tastes wild or unpredictable, a stark contrast to the perfectly engineered flavors of daily life. So, what does this future tell us about ourselves? It shows that no matter how advanced our technology becomes, we will always crave connection to our past, to nature, and to each other. The simple act of sharing a meal, a tradition as old as humanity itself, takes on new meaning. In a world of perfect efficiency, the messy, imperfect, and wonderfully human experience of growing, cooking, and sharing real food becomes the most valuable treasure of all. It is a powerful reminder to appreciate the crunch of a fresh apple or the smell of baking bread today. Because these simple pleasures might just be the luxuries of tomorrow. What do you think? Would you embrace the convenience of 3D printed meals, or would you join the underground food rebellion? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a wild future to think about. Thanks so much for watching and exploring this idea with me. If you enjoyed this journey into the future, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into what's to come. See you in the next one. End of transmission. Reality will now resume.
Man, I'm built different, period. I'm just built different, man. And I've always had an eye, discipline, and a work ethic that I've had at a young age that I just kind of